Hi, my name is Zeno, and I am going to give a little blurb about my latest musings on types. And so, if I were saying about myself, I'm a projector, what would I be saying? What do I know when somebody says they're a projector? So, now I just reformulate that I'm introducing myself as a projector, and it is a valid energetic description of how I operate. Okay, so I say instead, I am somebody who pays attention. I am somebody who's attention seeking. And so on the negative pole, I would then judge myself in some sort of way that I would have to double check whether or not it is true that I am attention seeking to the point of being a drag. And maybe, that's all right. That's certainly a possibility. But in terms of saying that that's how I identify a projector, I think maybe this is one reason why I find these differentiations so particularly, it's not quite enough. So when you say you're a generator, that you are staying what? Busy, sexy, powerful, capable of repeating action. What are we saying? Creative. And then I would say that the point at which that somebody is saying, yes, I know that I need to wait to respond, and that the response mechanism in me is very powerful. And I really understand when I'm feeling in my low belly how this energy is operating, and I recognize this about myself. Then I would say that description of how that energy is in the low belly is very important. And if that generalization of saying you're a generator means that, then it is certainly, definitely good information. And then if you say that you're a reflector, I have only heard this in a way that sort of sounds like you can see why I have it harder than anybody else. So there is something that is like an implied permission to be bummed out about the way you're designed because you're so open. So maybe these are bad interpretations, but if I were rephrasing what I think about reflectors is something like, I really appreciate when people have done their work on their consciousness, because then they're completely a pleasure for me to be with. I love it when I'm around conscious people. I just love that. And so I'm always really attracted to consciousness groups and meditator groups. I like these people because they're bringing the possibility for me to experience this beauty in these other beings, which is just a pleasure. It's just great. And then if we were looking at the manifester, the thing that I have already learned about as a bias for myself is that manifestors have a lot of presumption that they're better than others, that manifesting is the preference here. And I think this bias really came from on high, straight on down to everybody. So that there is this assumption that there is something inherently better about manifesting, and everybody wants it, and everybody's attracted to it. So I'm not going to argue that everybody's attracted to it, because during my life that has been during my time, life with human design, let's say, that the part about wanting to be in collaboration in such a way with other people so that I could bring things into manifestation has been very important. And I am always attracted to people who bring my chart in some way that it comes into manifestation. So I have this prejudice too. But then I have appointments with people where that doesn't happen, and I get to experience myself with something where the two people are not there manifesting, they're sort of there directly experiencing, sharing, being. And in this participation with the other person, hey, we don't have any work to do, we just get to really enjoy our time together. What does that say? I think there's something to be said for what it means to have a design to wait and to experience with somebody else, the two of you together have a design to wait. So it is not easy to dispel prejudice, and so I would just say it depends on where you are. If you happen to be one of those people where you want everybody to be in that manifesting preference mode, then that is a way that you're going to present yourself and the human design system.